So many people have asked, what is a reborn baby? These are reborn babies. Although they look very realistic, they are not real babies. A reborn baby is a process. It is not a doll that you go out to the store and buy. You can't go to like Toys R Us and find a reborn baby. A reborn baby is an expensive piece of art. A reborn baby has like vinyl limbs, head, and legs. Sometimes a belly plate, but their bellies are generally squishy. An artist that is a sculptor sculpts these limbs and head. They sculpt them and then they make them into a vinyl edition. And some are limited editions and some are not. I know for a fact he is. I'm not sure if she is. And then a reborn artist will get a hold of the vinyl kit. Then a reborn artist does the painstaking job of painting them, which is they put like one layer of paint on, and you actually have to bake it in the oven to set the paint in, and put another layer upon layer upon layer, and it takes a really long time. And then artists do little details like her little nails. He's got nails too. All the kits are different. They're all made by different artists. They have different names. He's called the Owen kit. She's called the Tracey kit. They're different sizes. There could be boy or girl. You can pretty much make any kit a boy or a girl, but some look more girly and some look more like a boy. Both of these have hand-rooted eyelashes, so somebody takes like a needle and puts eyelashes in them, in their eyes. And then you can have rooted hair, which is the same painstaking process. Or you can have painted hair, which I imagine still is a process, but probably not as painstaking. Not sure, because I'm not an artist. These two both are considered to have full limbs, but they're on different kind of bodies. They have a body that is made out of this cloth. It's called doe suede skin. They are made to look incredibly realistic, like a real baby. That's why people mistake them for real babies, and they watch our reborn videos and they're like, is that a real baby? Why are you playing with a doll? And they don't realize that this is a collector item, so anybody of any age can have them. Little kids can have them, but they should be able to be responsible enough because they are expensive and handmade. There will be no exact replica of a reborn baby because it was done by hand, and you can't do something by hand the same exact way twice. People love reborn babies because they feel incredibly real. They're weighted inside. They're not like just a solid piece of vinyl. They're actually hollow inside, and they put these weighted glass beads in their bodies to make their limbs weighted. And each of them is weighted differently. She's pretty heavy because she's about a 3-month size, and he's a newborn size. So, and their heads, like you actually have to support their heads. So it's made to feel realistic, like a real baby, as much as possible, because it's artwork and that's the goal of it. And then people love to buy baby clothes for them, and it's not necessarily because somebody can have their own baby. It's just something that's fun to do, and a lot of people are like, well, why don't you just have your own baby so you can buy clothes for that and stuff. Babies grow, guys. Not everybody wants to have babies constantly. Like, keep having babies, because the baby will grow very quickly. Within a year, they're not a little tiny baby anymore. And we like them where they're just little tiny babies, and we don't want the commitment of having an actual child. Or some people do have children, but they just want the baby phase. Everybody has way different reasons. Some people just collect them because they're so like beautiful and realistic looking, and they put them away and they don't do anything with them but look at them. And some people, like I do videos because people like to see videos, and it's fun to make them, and it's fun to interact with people who have the dolls. So I like to do that, and I love shopping for them. It's so fun shopping for a baby and holding a baby and all that. But when you have your own life and you're not ready for kids yet or whatever, like me, I don't have a husband yet. I'd love to have a husband before I have kids. That's just like I think a really responsible thing to do, because I know I'm not ready, and but yet I get to have the fun aspect of it. We're like, well, why don't you volunteer? Why don't you give? And all this stuff. And I do. Like, I'm a very giving person. And I volunteer to help with babies and different things like that. So really it doesn't matter because everybody has hobbies. Like some people like baseball cards. Some people like to watch football. They'll buy football jerseys. They'll do things like that. Or they'll really like their car and spend all this stuff on their car. So, I mean, everybody has stuff that they waste, in quotation marks, money on. And as long as you have the money and you're not going in debt, then that's not a problem, you know? Like, each is responsible for themselves. They'll have magnets inside of their mouths so that they can take a pacifier. So you can buy real baby pacifiers. But for these, since their mouths are closed, you have to cut off the nipple and then put a magnet on the other side. And then it makes it look like they're really having a pacifier. There's also another thing called a silicone baby. And that's what this baby is. Alright, so the different thing about a full body silicone is that they weren't created into a mold, and they're not this plastic, which isn't, or vinyl, which isn't hard per se, but it's not soft and floppy like this, so this has a really cool feel. And yes, she has lost her paint, so she just looks like she has vitiligo. But what's really cool about a silicone baby is they're all one piece. Well, the ones I like are all poured in one piece. This one has an armature in her arms, which I don't really like that much, but it's alright sometimes, which means there's a metal in here. But her whole body is made out of this, so she has, like, everything. These guys have a cloth body. So it's really fun because she can wear stuff like this. You don't have to worry about putting stuff under or this cloth showing. And what I really like about them, too, is they can take real pacifiers. Their mouths are open and sculpted. She has a tongue. I like open eyes and closed eyes. You can choose that for whatever you want. These are really a lot more expensive, unfortunately, because they do take, the silicone's expensive. They take a lot more work to make this, like, body and all that. And it's like a one-man process. It's not made in a factory. Like, these are not made in a factory, but the vinyl is sculpted and then made in a factory. Each one of these is, like, made by hand. So, anyway, and sure, her hair is rooted too. She's got really thick, awesome hair. So, that's what a silicone baby is. I like her little pierced ears. So, those are what a reborn baby is. And then the difference between a reborn and a silicone. So, thanks for watching.